department heads, Town Administrator Brendan Pearl, Police Chief Dana Flanders. We have a representative here from zoning and a representative from planning. So we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Brendan, why can we get two of these? Because it's two copies, or is that two separate things?
Those are the same thing. Take a copy?
Okay, we're going to open up the Board of Permits meeting at 6:01. And in front of me is the special event license application for New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 1122 Route 106 North, Loudon, New Hampshire. Anybody have a conversation? Anything to discuss about this permit?
Well, just so that the public knows, we pushed this out to this week for a couple of different reasons. One was that the New Hampshire Motor Speedway delivered this request for their application the day after our border permit. So it didn't afford an opportunity for anybody to come in and have their say in the public. And the fact was that there has been ongoing communications. There was also a lack of communication from the racetrack to the PD on any of their motorcycle ride things at that point, so as of last Tuesday. So we wanted to make sure that we gave the public an opportunity to come in, give the border permit representatives as well from planning and zoning to speak on the course as well. Yeah.
Mark, anything?
That's good.
Nothing? Anybody, do you want to allow the, what's this?
Yeah, I mean, this is from
Just allow
the Steels and.
Yeah. Anybody from the public like to talk?
I would.
Sure. Just come on up to the microphone, identify yourself.
I hate doing this.
In your address.
Yep. And your address.
Mary Ann Steele, 637 Lower Ridge Road. First of all, I want to thank Chief Flanders for what he did last year, because it's the only reason that there was any sanity in the area of the Ridge. Having lived there for close to 50 years, we have seen this event grow and change and morph and do all sorts of things. But the minute that they added those rides and expanded the number of days that they did those rides and the number of hours that they did those rides, it becomes more and more of a problem. If the police are out there and on the road and those riders know that there are cops who can run them down, things get better. The minute the police leave, it gets to be awful. And I can only speak for myself, but in the last probably three years, I've been ridden off the road at least 2 or 3 times during that week, just trying to run my errands because those bikes come around too fast, don't pay any attention to which lane they're supposed to be in. And once upon a time, they were supposed to have road marshals with them actually watching what they did. And they do. They watch them go too fast. They watch them drive recklessly. They watch them ignore the traffic signs. And one of my great concerns as a taxpayer is I just don't want to see our police department or our budget overburdened by something that is a moneymaker for Harley-Davidson, for all the manufacturers, and for the Speedway. And when they talk about the piece that they actually had on their website, brags about this wonderful off-road adventure where you get to feel the power and performance of these machines, and they're taking it seriously. So given all of that, given their history, and given the current condition of Lower Ridge Road, and Loudon Ridge Road too, it's in worse shape than it's been in a while, which makes it more hazardous to drive anyway. So if you put all of those things together with careless operators, people doing sort of whatever they feel like doing, and bad roads, and then add to that dogs and kids and people on bikes and horses, and it's a recipe for disaster unless somebody is really paying attention and minding the store and holding them to account. So again, I want to great kudos and applause and thanks to Chief Flanders and the department because they've done a wonderful job. But they can't do the job if they're not there. And so I hope we're going to see a lot of you during that 10 days. So thank you.
Do you mind if I comment on that?
No, just clarify, don't run them down, stop them. Yeah, we running people down.
Or don't stop them and then run them. As far as the budget, well, it's been some time now, we actually charge them a detail rate. So what we spend out on the details, we get those funds back. I think the chief's biggest issues in the last couple of years, get enough police officers. So we've asked him to do what he's got to do, whether it's get outside people to come in to assist some way, shape, or form. Because at this late in the game, there's not a whole lot we can do to stop that or negate that. But at least give them the opportunity with the police department to slow them down. I know this has been going on for a couple of years. We tried to do something, it was a warrant article, but we found out it was illegal. We couldn't restrict the operation at that time. But I think, dealing with the racetrack, they've got quite a footprint there, and it's a bike week. They could probably use their own property for that. And again, that means that we have to look into that to try to work with them in order to get that changed.
We'll appreciate it.
So I'll build on that. So I went to New Hampshire Highway Safety to address this issue specifically because last year we did use almost all of our speed enforcement grant on the demo rides to guarantee that we had people out there. This year, Department of Highway Safety gave us an additional $2,000 in funds to use for extra patrols specifically for this week. Because they wanted us out there. Last year we stopped 110 motorcycles, and I can't tell you how many of those are citations or warnings, but we stopped at least 110. And I want to say it's probably more than that because some of the old guys just had a steno pad where they were checking licenses and didn't necessarily put those stops in the computer. This year we're going to do that again with the use of our speed trailer. We're able to track how many bikes and vehicles come through there every day. So we know what the increase is, we know what to expect. On a nice sunny day, there's at least, I think it was like 12,000 vehicles a day that came down the road. Maybe that was for the week and it was closer to like 1,700 a day. But we know what the increases are, we know what the times are. It's the same route they had last year where they come up 106, turn right on the Loudon Ridge, come down Lower Ridge, go all the way to Clough Hill and back out on 106. And when I talked to Matt Gosling over at the racetrack about that, they did that as a safety concern for people on their property because once people get back on their property in S9, you think they open up the bikes on Loudon Ridge. That's where they open up the bikes and get them up to 100 miles an hour on private property as well. So they were doing that for not only the security of their own property, but the safety of the people riding the bikes. So look, I have people ready to go. I've enlisted the sheriff's office as well. We're gonna be out there, we're gonna stop motorcycles like we do every year. It's not gonna cost the taxpayers any additional funds out of our budget. It's not gonna deplete our budget. We have grant funding specifically for this. And if for any reason we ever lose our grant funding, we have the statistics to support that this creates a nuisance in our town and charge somebody a detail for it. So we, as a police department, are as ready as we're going to get for Bike Week and all the challenges that come along with it that are not just the
Was it, how long have details been going on? Like, how long was it all?
That you've had law enforcement up there?
Yeah,
On the ridge specifically? It was at least
for this
three.
event, for
The
this.
last few years, we have taken and put people up there and assigned people up there. I think it was 1 year I was in my office and it was like the third phone call in a row that somebody was up there speeding, and it's just been, we need people up there constantly. We put a decoy cruiser out. There's all kinds of things and tricks that we use to get this done, but it's been at least the last 2 or 3 years we have been heavily present to make sure we are out there and making a difference.
So I think I misspoke on the detail rate, because I thought that last year was a year that we actually brought people in on detail instead of paying them out, but
No, we
you
did
just said that there was a grant.
Yeah, we did the grant
For the
funding
speed.
and highway safety because of the amount of motorcycle fatalities there are. They love the amount of motorcycles that we stop and they want us to use their money to do it. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care who's paying the bill as long as it doesn't affect the taxpayer.
Right, well, that's why I was
Yeah.
speaking about the details.
Yeah,
If-
but
If
if-
the funding isn't
if they ever-
readily available,
If they ever pulled it, we have the statistical data to back it up that this is a nuisance and they need to do something about it. Harley Davidson is the only one that lets their people go without marshals. BMW, the electric bikes, I think even Indian, all have marshals for their rides. And the marshals are very good about leading and then being at the end of the pack. Harley Davidson just lets people go. And that, I guess, is probably one of the draws if you're a Harley fan, is that you can just register, sign your life away, and hop on a demo bike and go. But that's, that's why we're out there, to try and keep it as safe as possible. And another problem we have, and I know Mrs. Steele said she'd been run off the road, the other problem we have is inexperienced riders that are out there and trying these things, and just because they have a motorcycle license, now they want to put it to use. Last year, right at the middle, I was right in the middle of the day at Clough Hill Road, somebody who had never ridden a trike before decided that was the day they were going to try a trike. I got a little whiskey throttle coming off of Clough Hill, ended up in the other lane and almost killing 2 other people on a motorcycle. So the inexperience plays as much of a piece in this as the speed. I think I went off on a little tangent. I don't know if I answered the original question.
no, I don't believe it was a tangent at all.
Well, it wasn't a separate tangent.
Well, yeah, right. It's all the facts that everybody needs to know. And,
I just have to clarify one thing. So you said highway grant funds are reimbursing you for the events this weekend?
Correct.
Okay.
So the officers are out there, specifically as extra patrols, will be funded through overtime. For example, I am out there Saturday working as soon as this kicks off. I will be at an overtime rate funded by New Hampshire Highway Safety. We pay it out, they reimburse it back. And there's a bank of at least, they allocated us an extra $2,000 specifically for this purpose this year. When we came in and did the amendment to the original grant, that's what the extra $2,000 was for bike week.
this item.
Yeah.
Okay. And you feel that's going to be adequate?
I
for the
do.
amount of officers you
I've
have?
also enlisted the sheriff's office, and I'm gonna have at least somebody from them Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week as well. So it might be in a position where I can put somebody on each of the 2 town roads and have somebody on 106.
Personally, that's what I'd like to see,
Yeah,
a minimum of 2.
yeah.
Because, they go by the first one,
Well,
they
we're
get
gonna-
stopped, they come down the second one.
Loudon Police will at least have 2 people on.
Okay.
One of them will be me as, day shift patrol and chief duties. And we'll have somebody dedicated to those rides, and every opportunity I have, I will be up there as well.
Yes.
Alicia Kingsbury, 293 Bear Hill Road. I think it's great that we have that grant money, and I'm just not sure when you have like a sheriff come in, do they come in at a detailed rate even though it's being reimbursed by the grant?
They wouldn't come in at our rate. It's just deputies that have free time, I guess I would say. I arranged it with their sergeant today and just asked for help next week, knowing that, the demo rides are a problem, yes. I won't argue that, I won't disagree with that, but also there's a lot of increased traffic on 106, whether it's to the racetrack or to Laconia, where we're gonna have issues as well, so I've just asked them to join us in our efforts.
Yeah, you get all those inexperienced bikes everywhere.
Right.
So, the one thing I just think is important to mention is I think we have to make sure that the track can make money and do what they need to do, and I think it's great that we're taking into consideration citizens' requests and keeping that down. But in thinking, future and whatnot, if we need these details and how hard it is to get people, and reading the minutes and the meeting that you discussed on detail rates, I just feel like it's, again, super important to mention that this is an ongoing issue in a lot of towns, and what I've continued to hear from various town officials and officers in various departments, they don't want to come to Loudon because we don't pay enough, and I don't for 1 minute understand the hesitation with the selectmen not wanting to increase those detail rates, because it's going to make it harder to find help down the road if we need to use a detailed rate and we can't find help. And it doesn't come out of our pocket. A detail rate always is paid by the event, correct?
Yeah, detail rates are always paid by the contract.
So we're gonna stick to the applicant process here on this permit, not
Yeah.
detail rates.
Nope,
That
I
was-
understand. I just
That was
think
last meeting, and it can be the next meeting too, so.
it's important to throw out there that I think that may be something we have to consider in the future.
Chief, how many, what's the accident rate from these events? I mean, we get, and I don't know if you can segregate or separate off like the demo ride route as opposed to 106 in general bike week. Any idea, 220, 100?
Definitely not 100. As a department, we average anywhere from 100 to 125 accidents a year. I think the highest I've seen over the last 3 or 4 years is like 130, but that 100 and 125 has been pretty consistent since I've been a police officer in Loudon. To say how many come from the demo rides and bike week, I cannot give you an accurate number without looking at the data, but I can guarantee we'll have at least one. Without a doubt, I will tell you right now that there will be a motorcycle-involved accident sometime in the next week. That's the best I can do.
Well,
without
you're
the data.
increasing the odds, obviously. The amount
Yes.
of bikes is, right.
Well, then, just as many people out in cars that can't see to
That's
drive
what-
either.
One benefit we do have from the motorcycle rides this year is that school's gonna be out. School is only in session on that Monday, so Tuesday through Friday, we don't have these people being, for lack of a better term, morons on motorcycles trying to go around school buses. We only have that on one day. And again, we'll be there to, I may even just drive behind the bus that day and make that a presence and just ride with the bus that goes over the ridge and down Lower Ridge.
Sounds good.
So, having done these before, there is a checkbox down here, so this permit is, and is either issued with following conditions or denied for the following reasons. I think we're, again, at the 11th hour. If we do have conditions, we could probably set conditions of marshals, whether it be Harley Davidson, I don't care if it's Suzuki. If everybody else is doing it, then maybe marshals need to be part of the conditions for Harley Davidson. I don't know how the rest of the board feels. I mean, if they're the only ones that are doing it, and those are the majority of bikes that are causing, I mean, they're all causing issues, but they're more probably apt to do it
I would
without a
say-
marshal.
I would say 90% of what we stop is Harleys.
So if we make a condition, it's gonna be back in
Just put
the
it all,
hands
all
of
all demo rides will be accompanied by a marshal in each group.
all manufacturers.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes, sir.
I guess my question is, what if they don't?
What if they don't?
What if they don't?
Then we probably would be more reluctant in issuing them a permit next year.
Then they got enough money, they're not gonna care about the
Again,
permit.
but if we don't set anything, then that leaves the door open.
My question is, why is this special permit, this special events permit so important?
What do you mean so important?
They have events there all summer long,
They do.
okay? They pull a permit to have events there all summer long. So why are we
NASCAR,
pulling,
this has always been done. I will say
just because
this,
it's always been done doesn't mean it's right.
because there's been ongoing issues.
So that means that they have to pull a special events permit because there's
For that
been
particular
issues?
one, right?
So I guess because this is the state had a special event this weekend at the state sheds. They didn't pull a special events permit.
No,
How come?
probably on their own property and it's state property. How
Then
many
that-
people did they have?
Just
How many
think
people
about
did
what
they
you
have?
just said.
How many people did they have, Jeff?
It doesn't matter how many people they had. It's still a special event. Brookside's having a special event right now.
Do you want us to go out and have to do that to everybody?
If it's fairly done, yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if you're gonna have a special events and you're gonna enforce a special events license or a special event permit, you should enforce that, or somebody should enforce that through the whole, for the whole town. But it seems like we pick and choose who we want, and it just seems like we always pick on the track.
No, I wouldn't say it's picking on the track, but
Who do you think is picking and choosing? This board?
No.
Okay.
I don't know who's picking and choosing, but
Right.
I'm just saying it's not being enforced 100% for everybody.
And I think, okay, yep. I wasn't gonna go there.
Can I,
So do we want to either finish this up
I
with
just
the other?
hear from everybody, public
Yeah,
first, I guess, and then
yeah.
we'll get into zoning and planning, and then
Right.
we can finish it up.
Okay.
I think part of the special event license, and this is from what the fire chief told me, is when this gets granted and they pay their fee, it comes with all the tent inspections and all the, like, everybody who's there selling stuff, it falls under hawkers and
Hawkers and
peddlers.
peddlers.
And they correct me if I'm wrong, but it would cost the contractor who's applying for this significantly more money to pay our people hourly to come out and inspect tents versus using a special event license.
Yes, no, and I kind of understand that. I raced motorcycles up there for 10 years. And inside, on a motorcycle weekend that we raced on, club racing, there was vendors inside the track. There were tents inside the track. And there was, but, and it still happens, but they don't have to have a special events license for that.
Well, the racetrack had picked this up because it was cheaper for them all the way around as well, working with those vendors. And it started a long time ago with even NASCAR when it came in, that they used to have the vendors, and again, the fire department and code had to go up there and do all the tents, and they were charging all these people and to make sure that they all get their money. I mean, we're not making a whole lot of money, but it's the ease of efficiency by having the racetrack do this, and they encompass all of those things that are done, so that we're not collecting hundreds of different hawkers and
Yeah,
peddlers.
I
As I
understand, I understand what you're saying. It's just, if it's gonna be fair, it's gonna be fair across the board for every single person in town, you know? And I don't, I mean, who do you get a special events permit to? Because there's people that have the wedding venues. They're special events, but they also have a permit to do that at their house. But it's still a special event. You know, I mean, the track has a permit to do business at the track, but all of a sudden now it's a special event. So I just don't understand that whole logistics part of it. I understand that you'd like to know what the motorcycle route is, absolutely. But my opinion is anything that happens inside that track, they already have a permit to run a business there. You know it comes every year, it's been running for over 100 years. You know, it's
I don't
just,
think it's just the track though, like you just said, it covers all the vendors outside the track, all the tents, the gear, all.
no, they say outside the track, what they mean is inside the track, still on track property.
Yeah.
Well, I think it includes, doesn't it include the tents like Nova White Beanstalk and that
No.
area there?
No.
They have to
Those are all
file
different.
their
Those are
own.
different?
Yeah,
They do
just
that.
like the people across the street, NASCAR weekend will be different.
Yeah, they'll all start putting
Because that's
stuff
not
in for
on
a
track or
permit.
on
They're gonna
track
get a stack.
property.
Right,
Okay.
this is just for their property.
I never understood where even the Girl Scouts have to get a permit to sell cookies outside the Beanstalk. The Beanstalk is a store that sells product, and the Girl Scouts have to come in, and granted, the fee is waived, but they have to get a peddler's permit to sell cookies outside the Beanstalk?
Yeah, I get that.
You know, I mean, it just doesn't seem right.
No, I know, but also,
look at the-
in looking at the event license, it's by head count.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So less than 1,000 people, okay, how many events outside of the track happen in town with 1,000 people?
Less than 1,000 people.
Less than, or with 1,000?
A lot of them. It says, the first thing on there, it says 1,000 people or less.
Right, right.
$150.
Right.
So, this is just my opinion, and I'm
No,
not
no.
trying to pick on anybody, but Brookside Pizza's having a special event tonight that the Jasmore Properties is buying pizza for the town,
Right.
and there's over 100 cars there, and the whole parking lot is full, all the way around that building. And that puts, traffic on 106 and this and that. It's a $150 permit. Why shouldn't they have to still pull a special events permit? The state did the same thing this weekend. They had a sign, the big lighted sign out in Breakdown Lane, free food. And then it was all over Facebook and stuff, but they didn't need a special events license, even if it's under 1,000 people. It says right on that permit, under 1,000 people, still $150, and you gotta pull a special event.
So the purpose of this today, we're gonna either approve or not approve this one today, and I think it's worth looking into down the road of talking to code enforcement. And
Right.
it really,
Right.
let's find out, let's figure out what's going on. Why is this what it is? Why
And
is?
find out the exact wording of the
Right.
ordinance.
Yeah, let's-
Because obviously this is all done by ordinance.
But I mean, today we gotta make a decision, yes or no, on this one, and then figure out what's going down
Yeah.
the road later on in life. Any other public? Okay. Representative from zoning.
No questions, concerns about this application.
Thank you, sir. Planning.
All set.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other further discussion?
No, just, do we issue it with that condition?
Yeah, and I tend to agree that we have zero enforcement, but it does help us for the next time.
The same if they don't, it's $100,
Right.
$100 a day.
Right,
And,
it would help us in the next run. If they don't do it, then it would help us in future. So I would say that all manufactured demo rides will have a, what'd you call it?
Marshall?
Marshall.
Present. What I would say.
Escorting, guiding.
Marshall escort.
And this usually is signed by the permit office.
Yeah. We're good?
Yeah. So we all set?
All right, that'll wrap up this,
So we are issuing it with conditions.
You want to read that?
Yeah, all manufactured cycles on demo rides will have a marshal to lead their group from start to finish.
Excellent.
we will now move to close the Board of Permits at 6:27.
All right, and I'll make the motion, we don't have anything else, sir?
No, we have
Just
nothing
here
else.
for the Board of Permit?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion that we adjourn at 6:27 PM.
Motion made by Selectman Miller,
Second.
seconded by Selectman Griffin. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.